I haven't bought a single worm in over a year, and it all started with a piece of cardboard. If you've ever struggled with hard, dry soil that refuses to improve no matter how much compost you add, you're not alone. But what if I told you that something as simple as plain brown cardboard, the kind you usually toss in the recycling bin, could transform your soil into a living, breathing ecosystem in just a few weeks? In this video, you'll learn how to use cardboard to naturally attract earthworms, improve soil structure, and boost fertility, without spending a dime or lifting heavy tools. No fancy equipment, no digging required. Stay with me until the end, because I'll walk you through the exact step-by-step method, when to do it, how to layer it, and what results you can expect. By the time spring rolls around, your garden could be filled with moist, rich, crumbly soil, and crawling with the best soil workers money can't buy. Let's turn that cardboard box into garden gold. Why worms matter more than you think. Earthworms aren't just a nice bonus in your garden. They're essential workers in your soil's ecosystem. These quiet creatures dig tiny tunnels through the ground, allowing air and water to flow deep into the root zone. That helps plants breathe better and grow stronger. But it doesn't stop there. As worms move through the soil, they digest organic matter and leave behind castings, what gardeners call black gold. These castings are packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all in forms your plants can absorb right away. In fact, scientists have found that 1 square meter of healthy garden soil can host hundreds of worms, and each one produces its weight in nutrient-rich castings every single day. On the flip side, soil without worms is often compacted, crusty, and lifeless. Even if you dump compost or fertilizer on top, it doesn't reach where it's needed. The result? Weak roots, shallow growth, and thirsty plants. If you want softer, richer soil that practically grows your vegetables for you, building a healthy worm population is key, and you don't need to buy a single worm to do it. Why buying worms doesn't work. A lot of gardeners try the quick fix. They buy worms and dump them into their garden beds. But weeks later, they're gone, disappeared. It's frustrating, but it's not your fault. The truth is, worms are picky about where they live. They need 3 things to stay put: shade, moisture, and a slow, steady food source. If the soil is dry, exposed to sunlight, or lacking in organic matter, they'll burrow deep or leave entirely. That's why tossing store-bought worms in a bare, sun-baked soil doesn't work. It's like dropping a fish into a dry pond. But here's the good news. You can create the perfect environment, naturally and for free. When used correctly, a simple sheet of brown cardboard mimics the forest floor, dark, damp, and full of decaying plant matter. That's worm heaven. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to prepare and apply cardboard to turn your garden into a 5-star worm hotel. No purchase required. Brown cardboard might seem like trash, but in the garden, it works like a forest floor in miniature. It creates the perfect environment for worms. Dark, moist, and rich in organic material. The secret lies in cellulose, the main fiber in cardboard. As the cardboard begins to break down, it attracts fungi and beneficial bacteria. Worms don't eat the cardboard directly. Instead, they come to feed on the microbes growing on it. This sets off a chain reaction of biological activity. Once worms arrive, they begin tunneling through the soil, loosening compacted areas, and improving drainage. Their tunnels act like tiny highways for water and air, while their castings feed the soil with balanced nutrients. With consistent moisture and cover, this simple trick transforms dry, lifeless soil into a soft, sponge-like bed full of microbial life. In just a few weeks, you'll start to notice better water retention, easier planting, and most importantly, worms working quietly underground. This isn't magic. It's nature restored. How to use? Step 1. Choose the right cardboard. Use plain, brown corrugated cardboard. No glossy coatings, no colored inks, and no plastic tape. These additives can harm soil microbes. Tear it into large, manageable sheets for easy placement. Step 2. Hydrate your soil first. Before you lay down the cardboard, make sure the soil is well watered. Use about 1 gallon of water per square foot. Worms breathe through their skin and won't migrate into dry soil. If your soil is hard, Gently loosen the top few inches first. Step 3. Soak and lay the cardboard. Soak your cardboard with about 2 liters of water per square meter. Let it absorb fully, but don't let it fall apart. Then lay it flat across the surface, overlapping each sheet by at least 6 inches. This overlap helps maintain a stable moisture layer and prevents weeds from sneaking through. Step 4. Leave it uncovered for 5 to 7 days. Don't cover it right away. Let the cardboard rest exposed to air, watering lightly every other day. This gives worms time to find and settle under the cardboard, drawn by the cool, moist conditions. Step 5. Add food and cover. After a week, lift the cardboard. You'll likely see worms gathering underneath. Now it's time to feed them. Spread a thin layer of organic kitchen scraps like veggie peels, used coffee grounds, crushed eggshells, and shredded leaves. Keep the layer light, about 1 inch. Finally, cover everything with 2 to 3 inches of compost or aged leaf mold. Water again deeply to activate decomposition and seal in humidity. You've just created a worm hotel buffet. Just 10 days after applying the cardboard method, gardeners often notice a surge in earthworm activity. Many report seeing double the number of worms beneath the surface compared to untreated beds. After 2 full months, the transformation becomes obvious. The soil darkens, softens, and begins to take on that rich, earthy smell of living humus. You'll start to see worm castings, those tiny, crumbly droppings filled with nutrients, and small tunnels weaving through the soil like veins. These are signs of thriving biological life. According to independent trials by Soil and Crop Central, garden beds treated with this cardboard method hosted 3 to 4 times more earthworms than beds amended with compost alone. That's because cardboard doesn't just feed the soil, it creates ideal living conditions for decomposers. One of the most surprising benefits is improved water retention. Those worm tunnels, or macropores, act like tiny aqueducts, drawing water deep into the soil and preventing evaporation. In hot summer tests, cardboard-treated soil needed 30% less watering to maintain healthy moisture levels. All of this, improved fertility, better drainage, and reduced watering, happens without chemicals, digging, or expensive tools. Just cardboard, water, and nature doing what it does best. Brown cardboard naturally decomposes over time. Within 4 to 6 months, it starts blending into the soil, feeding microbes as it breaks down. That's your cue to refresh the layer. Most gardeners find the best schedule is twice a year, once in early spring and again in early fall. These cooler, wetter seasons are perfect for worm activity and microbial growth. To maintain the system, simply rake back any mulch or compost sitting on top. Lay down fresh, soak cardboard using the same layering method, add organic material, and cover again. The key is timing. Don't apply during freezing conditions or extreme heat. Aim for mild days when the soil is moist and workable. If your ground is dry, water well a day ahead of time before applying new layers. This routine doesn't just maintain worm populations, it builds healthier soil with each cycle. Over time, your beds will become more self-sufficient and productive. Cardboard and compost work better together than either one alone. Compost feeds your plants with essential nutrients. Cardboard provides shelter and structure for the microbes and worms that process those nutrients. Together, they create a balanced, regenerative soil ecosystem. While compost spreads fertility, cardboard supports the life forms that make that fertility sustainable. It's like pairing food with a home. This gentle, chemical-free approach is especially helpful for aging gardeners who want results without heavy lifting or high maintenance. With just a few sheets of cardboard and some kitchen scraps, you're building soil that grows stronger with time. You don't need to buy worms, haul heavy compost, or invest in fancy garden tools. With just a few sheets of plain cardboard, a little water, and some simple kitchen scraps, you can build living, breathing soil filled with earthworms and organic life. This week, why not give it a try? Pick one garden bed, follow the steps, and let nature do the rest. You'll be amazed at what happens beneath the surface when you create the right environment. Remember, every package you open could be the start of a living garden beneath your feet.